Okay everyone, here's a very quick video for you guys on how to do the combat mission on Geonosis Separatist Might, where you use Count Dooku and Asajj Ventress. So first up, looking at Count Dooku, I want to make that full screen. I've got him power 21,000. He's gear 12, really close to G13, so I can relic him. I've maxed out all of his abilities. His mods are pretty sharp. I'm using potency and speed. You don't really need him to be too much stronger than this. If I'm honest with you, this isn't the most difficult mission in the world. Same goes for Asajj. My Asajj could be a little bit more powerful. She's also G12, not quite close to G13. Her mods are almost there, and I don't actually have any zeta abilities on her yet, but she still works fine. And I'm just going to run a very quick video, give you guys some tips just in case you're struggling a little bit. So if you've got those two that strong, you're probably going to be fine from there, if I'm honest with you. Right, first things first, when you load up, you've got your different types of troopers. I would say your best bet is targeting medic, especially in the beginning, just for this particular battle, because he can heal, so they'll have their attacks first. Great thing about Count Dooku is that he's got his counter stun, so he can hit anyone that he wants, and he can also deal ability blocks, which is what you want. First things first is you're going to want to bring in the extra battle droid factory full strength, B2 rocket trooper, that's the one. So you bring that in, and that B2 rocket trooper is going to soak up all of the attacks, and I'll show you how you can just pretty much guarantee that B2 is always getting attacked. Asajj is great because she's got her move where she can take away everyone's buffs. I'm just cycling through. I might actually have to just rewind that just a little bit. Where was I? Alright, so you've got Daring Sacrifice. Revive a random ally with 50% health. Clone Trooper Medic takes bonus damage equal to 50% of his max health. So that's why I say for this first leg, target Trooper first, just so he can't revive allies. And then aided recovery, equalize all allies' health and then heal them for 15% of their max protection. Then Clone Trooper Medic stealths for 2 turns. So my honest advice, yeah, target him first. But what you want to do is when you attack Darkside Geo TB with any battle, is that when you've got people like Dooku who can stun and who can produce ability blocks, in fact B2 can do ability blocks as well, you want to spread that. You want to max, you don't want to just keep hitting one person over and over again, because then you leave the other toons free to attack you with whatever they've got, and things can quickly go wrong if you're not careful. So yes, my honest advice is spread your debuffs and spread your stuns. I can't even remember what I do completely because I'm not actually playing this live. I had to pre-record this just so I could get the footage off of my iPhone, and I'm just running through a few of the other attacks there just to check on what the others can do. Sarge is probably your best bet for going second. She comes in with the AoE. B2 is attacking, and again, you probably want to go with this move first, Master of Makashi, simply because Dooku dispels all the debuffs from himself and gains riposte for, I think that's how you pronounce it, for 2 turns. All non-tank Separatist allies gain 15% turn meter and stealth for 2 turns. That's these two. So once you keep them 2 in stealth, you're alright, you're in good shape. So now, with that set, they're all, apart from their AoE attacks obviously, they're all going to just dump everything that they can onto B2 as much as they can. If I'm honest with you, that's the very key thing that you do in this battle to make sure that you win it. And then, like I said, spread your debuffs. I think the sound is out of sync a little bit, which is annoying, but you can get the gist of what I'm saying anyway. And if I'm honest with you, that's where you kind of go from there. It really isn't, it's not that complicated at all. Asajj can take away all their debuffs when you need to, because they will stack them up. And as you can see what I'm doing with Count Dooku, like I said, spread your debuffs and stuns. If somebody's very close to death and they're stunned, I tend to just target somebody else because an AoE move from B2 is going to wipe them out anyway. Jedi Vanguard's a good one to attack out as quick as you can as well. What you can see what I'm doing in the beginning phase is I'm just swapping between B2's first 2 attacks. And then when you've pretty much got one left, you may as well just use all your basics, get all your cooldowns back up so that when you go into the next phase, you're ready to go with everything you need. Like I said, this battle seems a lot more difficult than it is. So for stage 2, Clone Arc Trooper is a little bit of a pain, and Clone Sergeant as well, just because of that move I've highlighted there, lend a helping hand. But my honest advice is go for Arc Trooper first, because Entrenched is a bit of a pain. As you can see there, they get 50% defense, and they deal 25% more damage for each Entrenched ally. So if they get that up between them all, you're going to have a difficult time taking them out. There's not really much other advice I can really even offer you at this stage, I guess. So I probably won't say too much, and I'll probably just let you see what sort of happens here. Asajj's AoE attack always comes in handy. Riposte with Dooku, and then rinse and repeat. Annoyingly, it would have been great if I could have used Asajj's special a minute ago, and later, and then I've gotten rid of the taunt, because that will be a pain. Now what I did there is, you saw B2, I finally used the 3rd move, and that puts healing block on everyone. As you know, Jedi Consular, I forgot his name then, Jedi Consular is the one who will heal here, so just be careful of the healers. I mean, I've sort of been for, there you go, I've used it that time. So just be aware of Jedi Consular and his healing ability, but then obviously don't worry too much if you're putting your healing blocks on them anyway, like I've been doing here. And your ability block and stun. As you can see, I'm getting through it pretty quickly, because I kind of, like I said, it's not going to be too difficult to make sure that you ace this one. There's probably stuff that I'm even like missing. Don't get me wrong, this is only my 2nd ever Dark Side Geo TB event. And I managed to pretty much nail it that quickly, even with these 2. Now your 3rd one is a little bit more difficult because you've got Kit Fisto, so you really want to be careful of his AoE attack. Clone Sharpshooter as well can really deal you some damage if you're not careful. Advanced Recon, they expose all enemies, so all of you will be exposed. And then he can inflict armor shred as well on you, so you don't want that. And I think what I did here was probably, I'm pretty sure I targeted Kit Fisto first. Yeah, pretty much. Same again. I mean, rinse and repeat, right? Stuns and ability blocks, you can't really go wrong. Apologies if it sounds like I'm not really offering too much other useful information, but like I said, that's all you're really going to need. There you go, 1 down. Like I said, when you've got Dooku and Asajj at G12, and you've especially got Dooku's Zeta ability, you're not going to have too much to worry about, because you're probably going to be strong enough to take him out anyway. Even though B2 just went down, I can immediately call it back. There you go. There you go, Sharpshooter. And then I've only got these 2 to take down. Get the ability block on Sarge there. And that's... Now I've got those 2 at low health. Yep, just the basics to go. Nope, she missed. And then come out on 4-on-4. Now, 4-on-4 is probably not even as difficult as the other ones, but you've just got to be careful because they're a little bit more chunky. Echo is straightforward. Echo is pretty much the same as the one that you have anyway, so you know what to expect with his AoE bombs. Vanguard will taunt and gain defense for allies, so just be careful of that. I think actually what you were probably better off. I think I went for Echo first when I didn't necessarily need to. Vanguard, that hurt a little bit. But then Asajj can heal herself with her Strike Fear, which I do here. I actually do lose her at one point, but again, you know, at stage 4 out of 4, you'll see how Dooku just handles this himself. Getting those Clone Commando, I'd probably recommend you can actually spend a bit of time going for. There goes Asajj, but again, like I said, it's not going to be a problem. You can see my Dooku, he's still got full health and full protection. You have to be careful of the ability block, of course. But when you're dealing so many ability blocks and stuns yourself, look at that. I mean, I'm laughing at this point. I want to think you can probably do this battle without Asajj if you really want to, but you know, you'll take all the help you can get. And yeah, it's pretty much rinse and repeat from here. Obviously, like I said, this stage is a little bit more difficult to take out just because the units are a little chunkier, but as you see, Dooku just handles this by himself. B2 just keeps getting the assist. Every time Dooku gets attacked, he's offering the counter up and getting his protection back up. And B2's chunky anyway, so B2 can take a pounding. And you've got Separatist Affliction there as well, which have been stacking up. Deal 5% more damage per stack with attacks not based on health. So the more you stack those, the more damage you're going to do anyway. So as the battle goes on, you'll actually get through it quicker. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's pretty obvious. Dooku's just laughing this off. I mean, I'll let it just sort of play out to the end, but that's all the advice I can really give you on this one. Some of the other battles are a little bit more difficult, like the Genosians are very useful, but you have to be careful, especially with the Whack Tambor mission. But I'll talk more about them when I make a video on those. I'm not even worried. Stun, oh no, Dooku's not worried. 7 stacks now. And he just keeps going. There you go, 1 left. It was no problem for good old Dooku. So I actually made this video for my clanmates specifically to give them a bit of advice, but obviously I'm putting this on YouTube, so this can be advice for anyone who needs it. If you are struggling for whatever reason, make sure you just use that riposte move and make sure all of the damage is going towards B2 there. And then, like I said, spread your ability blocks, spread your stuns, and you'll be fine and you'll walk through it. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm Jack, XammoGames, McJedi Face, as my clanmates know me, whatever you want to call me. Until next time, see you soon.